It's going gangbusters. I don't know that I'm going to be able to hear anything in here.
Why would you need to hear anything there?
So that I know that we are broadcasting audio. It appears that we are because I can see the little bubble down there. Just so you guys know. All right, we're going to pretend that we're not live.
Uh-oh. It stopped when you put that down.
No, see, it's still going.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we are not live.
We're not? I'm so confused. Are we live?
People miss out on videos when they're not live. If there's a live video.
Oh, because you're saying like people who don't want to watch this replay.
Yeah, it's not a replay. This is a recorded video.
This is recorded.
Welcome.
No.
Today, we are talking about what coffee we're currently drinking.
Yes. Not yet.
Not right now.
It's
brewing in our. Is it a Black & Decker still? Yeah, we had a Black & Decker coffee maker for a long time, and it broke. We replaced it with the same model, and we're very happy.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Actually, no. I regret it.
You do regret it. What do you regret?
Because I was thinking the other day, we should have bought the stainless steel one.
That's true.
Like that. So you can buy
carafe.
a stainless steel carafe thing. I don't know the different brands that make one, but we had the experience of using one in a timeshare. Is that the only time?
Yeah.
Share. Timeshare. Share. Yeah, like it wasn't our timeshare. It was just somebody sharing their timeshare with us.
Is that allowed?
I think it's allowed. But anyway, the point is.
Does it matter?
The stainless steel carafe makes it so that it kept it hot.
Yeah.
It didn't have a burner on the bottom.
Right.
So it just like pours it into this carafe that keeps the hot coffee hot without overcooking it. Because you know what happens whenever you make coffee. It's like there is a countdown timer that happens, and you have all of like maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on this bag right here, it says enjoy within 30 minutes. But really, if it stays on the burner,
30 minutes is too long. I feel like as soon as it stops brewing, which I'm trying to listen.
It's done.
Has it stopped? I'm going to go get coffee. You can keep talking.
She's going to go get the coffee that we're drinking now. But anyway, so we didn't get a stainless steel carafe, but those are good, beneficial. I can't remember if I was talking about something before that. But anyway, what coffee we're drinking now. She's going to bring it over. It is Pete's Alma de la Tierra dark roast. That was my fluent, I don't even know what language it is.
That was not any kind of
Portuguese. My fluent Portuguese. As you can see, Alma de la Tierra is I see that was really awful. It's a organic coffee from Pete's. It says sweet citrus, smooth, and chocolate is the taste on there. And again, what we like about Pete's is that it puts on the, I don't know if that's blurry or not.
Yeah, I think it is.
In focus?
Yeah, no.
No. How about right?
There you go. But now there's like a reflection, so it doesn't really quite work.
Look, I'm going to do this. Those of you who are watching, can you believe this is not our first video? Anyway, it has the precious buy date and also the roasted date. So a good 3-month span there. And we're within that time window.
Yeah.
But that's what we're drinking right now. And it's a good cup of coffee. We had it for the first time a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
We did a review of that when we were
Kelly
exhausted.
Park. I can remember all this stuff. I remember exactly where I was. Kelly Park,
we were very tired. So if you watch that review, check it out.
Oh, yeah. We had just started RVing, right? I mean, it was pretty close to when we first started RVing.
Yeah.
Full time. And we were so tired.
Yeah. But we like this coffee. So I'll let you come into the the thing like here. The
Costco.
This thing. Does that look funny?
Camera?
Does that look funny? Yeah.
Hey, P-Dub.
Hey. It's too close to us right now, so that's why it doesn't really have us encompassed. But that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Hey, and Brian Fuller.
Hey, Brian Fuller.
So we really enjoyed this coffee.
Yeah.
Like we said, we did a review of it before.
We should that way people know.
We should keep it right there. This is what we're drinking right now.
Yeah. Did we already talk about how much we love Pete's? I love Pete's.
Yeah.
I just do. Like, It makes me happy.
We were in Southern California, and I didn't see any Pete's locations. We didn't go up to Berkeley or anything like that.
That's right. Yeah, we had thought we were going to get up that way.
Yeah.
And we totally didn't. But
we were in, I think, Pennsylvania, and I saw my first Pete's location.
Yeah, there are Pete's coffees.
Yeah, even
just around in different places.
Yeah, but it was funny that they weren't in California, or at least where we were, we didn't see any.
Yeah, we saw none in Southern California. Although that's not to say that there were some. It was just we didn't see any.
Mm-hmm. But
Alma de la Tierra.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a dark roast. It's really, really good.
It's one of their organics.
Yeah, it's my favorite Pete's.
Yeah, don't be confused by the green because it's not decaf.
It's not decaf. It is fair trade, right? Or organic. It's organic, and that's what the reason is
for the green.
For the green, yeah.
But it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So what we had recently and what we currently have in our cupboard, cabinet, pantry. What do you call it?
Wait, hold on.
We're not going there yet.
Not. I was just thinking about this because I think we should talk about we haven't been doing reviews of different coffees, and here's why. First of all, we kind of ran out of coffees to review in the grocery store. We would go to the store. It's like, well, we've reviewed it with the exception of like flavored coffees. We had we had done them, and aside from maybe
what we could find.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it kind of depends on. Sometimes when we're around a grocery store, there's like it's Folgers or nothing, and that is our option. So but another big piece of this was we don't like talking about bad coffee. We don't like drinking bad coffee, and we don't like criticizing coffee. We're not coffee roasters, and we wanted to not diss people's coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
basically.
And because we're not roasters or tasters or things like that, we kind of found what we like.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we did get to partake in a cupping at Ubura Roasters in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
So you can't watch the cupping, but you can watch our interview with one of the owners there on this channel.
Yeah.
Just look for Ubura, Ubora Coffee Roasters, and you'll probably see that come up.
Right.
But so that was an experience.
Yeah.
We really didn't learn anything about how to really taste coffee because the guy who was showing us how to do this stuff, he was getting things that we weren't getting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think that experience, it was neat, and it showed us, for one, what I think we really have ultimately come to is like, you either the most important thing is, do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy the coffee? It is neat to learn about, what do you like? What do you not like? But we don't like criticizing.
Yeah. Hey,
period.
Thomas.
We just don't.
Sorry.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Thomas, why we don't do more reviews. And it's because, one, we found coffees that we really like, and we kind of ran out of most of the ones on the grocery store shelves. Even though we've traveled around the country, there's kind of a limited supply until you get into some little regional markets.
Yeah.
But also, we stopped wanting to talk about bad coffees. Yeah,
we don't want to talk about bad coffee. We thought, maybe in the future we'll share when we do find a really good coffee that we really enjoy. Then we'll post, like a video. And we also are planning on doing more videos of us going and, maybe enjoying coffee in different areas, different cities and stuff, grabbing some sort of coffee from somewhere.
Yeah. So if you're in Philadelphia, go to Old City Coffee on Church Street. That was delicious.
Yes.
And a neat little coffee shop.
Really cool. It was I think my favorite. I mean, my favorite moment in Philadelphia. We went and got coffee. We sat on the stoop just outside the coffee shop because it's a tiny little shop because Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crowded and all this, but this was a nice little side street. We sat there with our kids. The kids were feeding these little birds, and it was just really nice, which brings us back to why we love coffee so much.
Yeah.
It's like this, just a relaxing ritual, and you can sit there and enjoy it with each other.
Yeah.
And it was a neat time.
And we were quite tired of arguing with people about Maxwell House coffee. We don't like it. Get over it.
We have gotten more hate about that particular one, I think, because we said it tasted like cardboard.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
wet cardboard that a dog peed on.
But look, but I will say, some people associate Maxwell House with their grandpa drank Maxwell House, and it's like it brings back these wonderful memories. And I never want somebody to think that I think that's bad. Like,
Right.
oh, like, oh, it tastes like cardboard. What are you thinking? Like, I get that. There are some people that love it. But
and some people get offended that we don't like the coffee that they have called their coffee for decades, thinking that we're saying that we're better than them because we don't like the coffee, and that's not at all what we're saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, Brian, you're right. It's basically Folgers and U-Bahn that you can find, and Starbucks. Starbucks is everywhere, and Morning Joe was really the only one that we kind of liked drinking, and that was over a year ago, I think. So.
And I will say this too. One thing that we found was there are certain coffees. So it kind of depends on what you've been drinking.
Sorry, I just saw that P-Dub is. Are you in Philadelphia?
You're in Philadelphia?
Well, he said it's his favorite coffee shop.
What?
We really liked it because it was out of the way on this little side street. And at least it said that they roast their own coffee.
Yeah.
I had the Old City blend black. It was delicious.
I had a breve latte. Yeah. Oh man, it was so good. But like another thing that we noticed was if you so when we were just doing the reviews, like we would get on like say a Great Value kick where we're just like drinking Great Value all the time, right? It's just like one right after the other. And then what can happen is you're like, oh well, this tastes pretty good because and I will say I think Great Value is still one of those. It still kind of knocks my socks off for the price that it is.
Right.
But then when we would go back and like start drinking, say Chavalia or Pete's, it's like, oh wow. But Pete's again is just a more enjoyable coffee to me.
Yeah, or a craft roasted coffee.
Yeah.
Like we would think, we can't go back to something else.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like I'm glad that we've done what we've done, but we also want to make sure that going forward we're providing good information, but at the same time not offending. I mean, not that we don't want to offend people, like we'll say our honest opinions, but we'll have to keep a positive note on it. But
so Thomas is in Canada, and he suggested that we do an app that talks about the best coffee shop locators the best coffee shop locators, which all of the little coffee shops that we've been to so far around the country were very good. Which one?
No, I'm not going to say the name, but I'm saying there have been a couple that we've gone to. It's kind of like, not my favorite.
True.
Not my favorite coffee. But again, see, this goes back to we want it to be positive. Like we don't want to go to a place and it be a negative experience and talk badly about them. Because, you never know when you catch somebody on an off day or it was an off roast. And we certainly don't want to, hurt their business or anything like that. But yeah, like, and that goes back. We've tried and it's not that we're not doing this anymore, but we were trying to talk to local coffee shops and and we did that for how many episodes? Five episodes. And the thing with that was it's really hard to get these people to respond.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
They're not really sure, and I get that. Like not everybody's comfortable being on camera. You don't know how it's going to turn out. So that became kind of a thing. And as we're RVing around, we're only in a spot usually for a week or two. I mean, 2 weeks is like our preferred mode, but that's not a whole lot of time to coordinate with somebody and all that. So this is kind of like where we're at. Is we want to keep doing stuff. It just may be slightly different than where we're at. So.
Right.
But with that, we thought we would like to share what is currently in our cabinet.
Yeah. And I see Peter used to live on Chestnut Street. Okay. And Chestnut Street is the street that
Colorado though.
Liberty
he just moved.
Bell and all of that is on.
Yeah. But
Very
Colorado,
cool.
We've heard is beautiful. We've not been to Colorado.
We kind of went around it
yet.
when we went over that way.
But every picture I see of Colorado, I'm like, we've got to go.
But it's snowing there right now. And
what?
It's late June.
No.
Yes, they had I don't know how many inches of snow. I don't remember exactly where in Colorado,
That's
but
fake news.
The first day of summer, it was snowing. No,
ridiculous.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's too cold for me.
Yeah. So that's what we're drinking.
Yeah, so Pete's Alma de la Terra. I still highly, highly, highly recommend this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do just love it.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Yeah.
Occasionally we'll find it at Walmart, which is good.
Steamboat had 2 feet of snow.
2 feet of snow on the
That's
first day of
insane.
summer. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so what else is in our cabinet?
Caribou medium roast.
As you guys may or may not know, this is
it's on the website as our favorite.
Our favorite. And here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would say I have a deep and abiding love for Pete's at this point. Like, I love Pete's, but Caribou, I feel like it is what, like, in my mind, when I think this is what a cup of coffee should taste like, this is it. I mean, as far as just people pleasing kind of, is that really?
It says
smooth and classic.
Smooth and classic.
I think I remember that from the review, actually, that it says smooth and classic. Yeah. And it is both smooth and classic.
Yeah. And I will say that we got whole bean and ground, and I ground up some myself, and I preferred this pre-ground, but it depends on how you grind it. But I did it just on a medium ground, like right there in the middle, drip coffee, medium ground. But I was like, it's easier to just scoop it out of the bag.
Yeah. See, that's another reason why we shouldn't do coffee reviews.
I know.
We're like, no.
We're not scientific about it.
Yeah.
We live in an RV. If I need to grind coffee beans, it wakes up every single person in the campground. No, just in the RV. So it's kind of frustrating and annoying. So fresh.
Yeah. So Caribou medium roast. But when we had Pete's, and then we switched over to a Caribou, and man, I mean, I really enjoyed it, which surprised me. I really thought that I would dislike Caribou, like coming off of a Pete's high, but man, it was really good, and it really did solidify in my mind, like, yeah, this is really, really good coffee. I feel like it's just one of those, if I was just going to say to somebody, you don't know what kind of coffee to drink, just do Caribou medium roast. Like,
I think it's a pleaser all around.
I think that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody out there drink
Caribou?
Let us know.
And we were fortunate enough to find it. We never see it at Walmart. We've been in Walmarts from California to Florida to now we are in Delaware. Sorry, I couldn't remember. And finally, in Delaware, we've got it.
Somebody missed us.
Thanks.
It's so nice.
We're going to try to be around more.
Yeah.
If you want to know why reviews aren't happening anymore, go back to the beginning of the video and you'll find out.
And if you guys have suggestions on types of videos you'd like to see, let us know. Like we've talked about, but like getting the different kinds of coffee is kind of difficult on the road where we are. I mean, occasionally we do find things like we're about to show you,
but we can't get stuff shipped to us and things like that.
Yeah.
So another one we have in our pantry cabinet cupboard, I don't know what I want to call it, is Caribou Mahogany, which is another one that we reviewed. Hey, Thomas, we actually do campground reviews on our Cox Family Adventures channel, where like we used to do them sitting down at a table and just kind of telling you about it. But now we do walking tours of the campground as we're reviewing it. So go over there. I'll try to remember to put a link to that channel in the description so you can see that.
Right.
All right. Caribou Mahogany, which is a dark roast, and it says something that I can't read. Woodsy something, maybe? Is that what it says?
Woodsy and rich.
Woodsy and rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's we haven't had it in a while. This is not open. You can see.
I'm always curious to see what we will think about it when we go back and drink it after it's been a while.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple of different things I think that can happen. One, your taste might change a little bit because you have more points of reference, and then also the roast may slightly change as they go along.
Yeah, different beans over the years. Right?
And some, it seems like some brands are very, very consistent, and then other brands are not that consistent. But that's just
I'll make 2 notes here. Thomas, also our website coxfamilytravels.com has more detailed stuff about those reviews. D Blaylock, I go back to our website.
I do too.
When I'm at the store, if we see coffees there and I'm like, which one to get, I'll go on the site and see, did we have this before? What did we say about it?
It's hard to remember.
And it is really helpful. So if you're in the store, go to coffeecoffeecoffeeshow.com and look at the reviews there.
The coffee table.
Yeah. Well, you can look at the coffee table, or you can look at it by brand to see if we've done a review. There's like 140 something reviews. So it'll likely be there.
Yeah. Oh, and Brian was asking about Stellar Beans. Yes, we did go there, and it is. And she was great too. Gosh, Chelsea was her name.
Yeah.
And she was so sweet to, like, she did not realize, like, there was kind of a miscommunication.
Right.
Like, Jay had reached out, and I think she kind of thought it was just going to be us, like, taking B-roll.
Right.
And just, like, filming in there. But, like, we were wanting to interview her on camera, and she was so gracious and did that interview. And she was so nice, and just, I really liked that place. Really liked Lake Charles. Loved Louisiana in general.
Yeah, I wanted to spend more time in Lake Charles, but it was getting cold and we were moving along.
That's right. It was getting cold. Was it getting cold?
It was coldish.
No.
Yeah. It was still below freezing because it was in January.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
But that was our first Coffee Across America episode, Stellar Beans in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
And then P-Dub said the minus... I can't even pronounce that. Netris?
P-Dub, I think that we had that one. I think it was another one that we did of this organic one, but I can't remember for sure.
I was going to say, because I think the last time I saw that in the store, the kids were not behaving well. Like, it was one of those things, we're at the grocery store, the kids are all hungry, we are hungry, like, we just need to get back. But if I had more time, I would have totally check the coffee table to see.
I'm pretty sure that we have a review on that one. But again, it was about a year ago that we would have done it. I believe it was this one, and then the one following that was the Brazil, however you say the rest of that.
Right.
And Blaylock, you have the same coffee, this Aladeo Terra. Yeah, it's delicious.
So
we were fortunate to find it at Walmart. Okay, so we said the Caribou Medium roast, the Mahogany, and then the final one that we have. Well, Blaylock, like I said a little bit ago, I had the Caribou Medium roast ground already, and the whole bean, which we ground. The coarseness that I ground it at, I preferred Caribou's ground, but I think you got to play with it.
Yeah, I think if we had, because we kind of like just blew through that bag, right? So I mean, we didn't have enough whole bean to really play with it. But I feel like the thing that was happening there was we weren't grinding it fine enough. So the differences in the taste in the coffee was that we preferred the pre-ground version
because it was finer.
It was finer, and the taste was just stronger, better. Like I felt like the kind that we had ground ourselves was just not flavorful enough, and the cream in mine overpowered the coffee.
Right.
So, and we just like the convenience. I think it is important to think about convenience. Like, if you're going to resent having to grind it, don't grind.
Right. So. Speaking of grind it, we were thinking of the segment for this channel called Grind It Out, where we would drink coffee and kind of do some conflict resolution for people.
Not for us, but for other people.
Okay. But speaking of convenience and grinding and whole beans, currently,
we just broke our carafe.
Well, we did break that carafe. We replaced it with a drip, but we also have a French press that we use sometimes. And when we do that, we use an electric kettle, heat it up to 205, and then pour it in there and enjoy that. Yeah. But it's not convenient. If you're familiar with an RV, you have tanks that hold your wastewater. So if you fill up that tank, you have to go dump it. So when you have a French press, you're constantly cleaning that off to get all the grounds off so that you can make your next pot. So it's delicious that way. We do enjoy that, and it stays hotter with the French press.
Surprisingly, I don't get that. I still don't get that.
But our go-to daily thing is an automatic drip, which I think Kayla has actually left on and empty. So I just heard it click. It's like our other carafe is going to shatter coming this way. Okay.
He has this. What's that word for a fear? Unfounded fear? No. Irrational. He has an irrational fear that if we leave the coffee maker on,
it's going to shatter.
The carafe will just spontaneously explode. It just won't happen.
I was making a hollandaise sauce last night, and I was worried when I poured the melted butter into my glass measuring dish that it was going to shatter. It didn't. I'm okay. Okay. So the last coffee that we have in our thing in our cupboard cabinet pantry.
Cupboard.
We've never had before, and it's Intelligentsia house blend. This one is it's direct trade. Apparently, the Intelligentsia, they like spend all their time at the farms making sure the beans are right and everything.
We just saw this on Comedians Getting Coffee. I don't know if anyone else loves that show. Like Jerry Seinfeld gets coffee with comedians, and he drives like awesome old cars. It's some of my favorite things all in one show. Yeah. So anyway,
this coffee is from Burundi, Colombia, and Rwanda. It's got notes of milk chocolate, mandarin, and apple. But like I said, we've not had it before. It's whole bean. We will have to grind it, and we'll see. We'll probably like it.
I will say, it looks like the Aerosmith logo. It looks like an Aerosmith bag. Like, if you didn't see this part, wouldn't you say, oh, Aerosmith is making coffee? Like,
it's for grandmas.
Yeah.
Because Steven Tyler looks like a grandma now. Brian, no, we haven't been to Arbuckle.
No, tried. No.
Yeah.
What?
Arbuckle Ariosa.
Have you tried? Right. Have you tried Arbuckle Ariosa? I was really surprised that it's still available. I'm told. Oh.
We did drive through Tucson. We were leaving Phoenix. We drove through Tucson.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh man. Arizona's like a blur to
right
me.
After Christmas. We were escaping snow. So.
Oh right. Yeah, that's right. It did snow like that next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that night on us in Las Cruces.
Right. New Mexico.
But have any of you had Intelligentsia
to
coffee?
Either the place or have you had the coffee? And have you seen the coffee? We had never seen this.
It was at Walmart, right?
No.
Where did I buy it?
Not Walmart. Or no.
Have I been to another grocery
Giant,
store?
Right? Pretty sure it was a Giant.
Oh.
Which is a
Giant is a grocery store in Pennsylvania and maybe other places, but that's where we saw it. Right?
Yeah, it was in a Giant. I'm like, we should.
Things go wrong in your mind.
Right.
And but if you have tried it, let us know what you think, and we're if we like it, we'll say something about whether we like it or not. If we don't like it, we won't.
Yeah. So our silence, you'll know by the silence.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what we have in our cupboard, our pantry, our cabinet.
Cupboard.
Wait, is that what we're going to call it?
I
Cupboard.
Don't know.
Cupboard. It is a cabinet. Cupboard holds food. Oh, and plates.
Right.
No? And a pantry is supposed to be for excess.
Right.
Would having 3 unopened bags of coffee be considered excess?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's called being prepared for life.
That's right. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up. That's about 28 minutes of nonsense talk about coffee. And we're glad that you all joined in on us and that we could share some experiences about like Old City Coffee and some of the other places.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys sometime whenever we do another one of these.
Yeah. Well,